Hello, how you doing? Justin here. You're at the end of stage 7. Well done. Lots of cool stuff to be getting on with, and we've now bumped you up to a 40-minute a day practice routine. If that's too much, remember, break it into 2 20-minute sessions and alternate them depending on what day you're going to do. So the things that you should be doing, my recommended practice schedule is as follows. 2 minutes on remembering the notes in open position. So that little exercise I mentioned earlier where you put down a chord and you try and work out what all the names are of the notes in that chord. It's a really good exercise getting familiar with the guitar neck down there. Then you want to spend 3 minutes remembering the notes on the thickest string. It's really important. This getting to know the notes on the thickest string of the guitar is an absolutely essential part of your guitar study. You won't be able to play any of your scales or your bar chords or your power chords or arpeggios, or there's most things related to guitar beyond the beginner level. You need to know the notes on the bottom 2 strings at least, if not the whole guitar, but at least the bottom 2 strings. For now, we're starting with just the thickest string. So 3 minutes a day, just looking at it, practicing it, naming what they are, that kind of thing. Then we've got 5 minutes on the minor pentatonic scale. Just playing the scale up and down, use all down picks, keep it simple, just work through the scale, all down picks, up and down, up and down, up and down. Don't worry about a metronome, don't worry about any of that stuff, just keep it really, really straight and simple. Okay, then you're on to chord practice. Strum, pick out strum, 5 minutes. Just as before, you pick any of the chords that are slightly hazy, got any dodgy notes in them, then you want to practice them, make sure that you get them really good. It's quite possible that at this stage you're pretty confident with all your chords and all your chords sound pretty great, in which case you can leave doing the strum, pick out and strum off your routine now if you are at that stage. Then you're at your 1 minute changes. 1 minute changes, you should be working on your D sus4, D sus2 in conjunction with either D major or D minor. Also your A sus4, A sus4, A sus2 in conjunction with A major or A minor. And then you've got 3 free choice ones to do. I would probably recommend that you'd still be working on the F chord, so F chord to whatever other chord you feel like you want to work on. But F chord's probably, for most people, the one that takes the longest to get used to in your chord changes, so a bit of work on that. Then you've got 5 minutes on your power chords, so making sure that you really work on that stretch and that you've got all of those notes working for you properly. So just really working that stretch between the first finger and the third finger, very important. You might want to also practice just moving it up and down, just experimenting, maybe trying to play a chord progression or two or a riff or something, that would be okay, but really predominantly working on getting the stretch between the first finger and the third and fourth finger. That would be a really good call. So then we've got 5 minutes working on songs or chord sequences. So whatever songs you've learnt up until this point, might be worth checking out a power chord tune. You never know, there's a few around that could be good for that one. So have a bit of an experiment with some of the power chord songs or your regular songs, all your repertoire up to date, it doesn't matter. Just be working on some songs that you're enjoying. And lastly, 5 minutes on your Justin training exercises, which is your ear training, which is going to be like working out your power chord sounds and doing a little bit more advanced kind of transcribing skills. Well, advanced beginners level transcribing skills. So you got a lot on your plate now. Just remember, take each little chunk, use your timer, so you do 5 minutes and you hit the start button on your timer and you do 5 minutes, practice, 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 work on it, timer goes off, ding, ding, end of your 5 minutes, stop practicing. Try not to be tempted to just keep on going through your practice, because what you'll probably find, particularly things like the minor pentatonic scale, it's really easy to start practicing that and practice it for an hour, which is not a bad thing, but it's a bad thing if it means that you don't practice any of the other stuff you should be doing. So by all means, go through, do your whole practice routine, and then go, oh, I really liked working on that scale, and go back through and do a heap of practice on it. But do your whole practice routine first. Little hint for you. Okay, take care of yourselves. Get really into this practice. You're doing some cool stuff. Work it hard. When you feel like you're ready to go on to the next one, you can join me for stage 8. See ya.